final. You know, we obviously, it's the old cliche, we've got to look at Dundee United game first, you know, but we've still got a chance to go through, and if we can get to quarter final, you know, then anybody can win that game. But as I say, Dundee United big favourites, but we'll give everything.
A lot of talk about this club folding, Ian. What can you tell us on extra time, the latest on that?
Well, I really don't know the latest. I know the fans are trying to put forward something, you know. I really couldn't comment. I'm a wee bit disappointed that all the talk's been about, you know, fans and who's buying this and who's buying that. It's taking a bit of credit away from the players, I think. I mean, I'm all for a stadium in Clydebank, you know, put that in front of camera, all for a stadium in Clydebank. But I think all the credit should go to the players just now. There shouldn't be enough, there's enough talk about fans and mergers and this and that. Credit should go to the players.
But looking at it from where you look at it from, do you see this club being in existence next season?
Yes, I do. I truthfully do, yeah.
Even the way you're working at the moment?
I don't know if we'll be here, I don't know what shape and form it will be, but I do see we'll be in existence. Hopefully back in Clydebank.
United boss Paul Stock has made one change from Wednesday night. Lars Zetterlund drops out altogether, so Alex Mathie takes his place in the starting lineup. The inclusion of Mathie gives United a more attack-minded look as he complements the main strike force of Olofsson and Billy Dodds. Kjell Olofsson scored United's first goal in midweek. However, this is his last season in which he can claim silverware with United. The Swedish striker's out of contract in the summer and he's heading off then to join his old club Moss in Norway. Fraser Wishart is one of the Bankie's rear guard who'll be keeping close tabs on Olofsson. The former Rangers, Motherwell and Hearts defender mixes his playing duties with Clydebank with that of Assistant Secretary of the Players' Union. Clydebank have made one enforced change to their side. Joe McLaughlin is suspended following 2 yellow cards in the competition, so Craig Taggart comes in. Innes Ritchie will therefore move into the three-man central defence to fill the gap vacated by McLaughlin, while Taggart will line up in the right of midfield. The referee is Kenny Clark. So United get this match underway. The sides have only met once before in cup competition. That was back in 1971. And on that occasion it took 2 matches to separate the sides. A 0-0 draw at Clydebank was followed by a 5-1 victory for Dundee United here at Tannadice. Will history repeat itself? United pick up and go forward. Duffy. Cleared away though by Graham Love, trying to release Scott Miller. Looking for some movement outside him, but he doesn't find it. He only gives the ball away to Joe Miller. Long ball forward. Kjell Olofsson offside there. Ian McCall organising his defence early on, sending on instructions from the sidelines. Miller forward towards Alex Mathie. Dispossessed there by Innes Ritchie. A long ball forward for Colin McDonald to chase, but that one will run kindly for Sieb Dijkstra. Patterson again with a long ball forward, but Alex Mathie had just gone ever so early. Alex Mathie back in the starting lineup this afternoon. Come on as a substitute in the first match in midweek. Bishop with a free kick, headed away by Duffy. Olofsson wins the aerial duel there. One ball forward, McDonald's in behind the boss. Colin McDonald lobs Dijkstra. Oh, brilliant save by Sieb Dijkstra. Cleared away there by the United defence. It's still not blocked. And shot coming in there from David Nichols, wide of the targets. But a few moments of concern for Dundee United there. The ball got over the head of the Dundee United defender, Jason DeVos. Colin McDonald was in there, he tried the lob, but good goalkeeping by Sieb Dijkstra. Emos wide to Miller. Still Joe Miller. Does well on that right-hand side, finds Darren Patterson. Good cross coming in. Craig Easton trying the overhead kick there. Good play wide in the right-hand side. Darren Patterson was the man who got in the cross. Easton threw himself at it, tried the overhead hook, but just wide of the target. McDonald taken from behind there by Darren Patterson. A word of warning from the referee for Darren Patterson. McDonald won the ball. Patterson comes straight through him. Nichols with a free kick for Clydebank, and at the back post is Brannigan with DeVos. Came off the United player last. Brannigan up for the set-piece situation again. Long throw by Nichols, it draws back to Mark Antony with a shot. Good save from Dijkstra once more. The long throw from Davy Nichols causing problems for the United defence. The header away by Duffy. The shot coming in from Mark Antony took a deflection off Craig Easton, but Dijkstra was there again. It's Patterson. Mall's in there as well. Dodds as well. Now Joe Miller, taken late there by Graham Love. That will be the first yellow card of the afternoon. Graham Love there. Late in on Joe Miller. Miller with a free kick. Billy Dodds in space at the back. And the header from Neil Duffy. 14 minutes gone. Neil Duffy makes a breakthrough for United. The free kick from Joe Miller. Deep to the back post. Dodds was all in space on his own. And there was Neil Duffy arriving late with the diving header. It's Neil Duffy's first goal for United this season. And a valuable one at that. Patterson looking for Mathy. Mathy gets a lucky bounce of the ball, but Fraser Wishart reacted very quickly. Good defending by the experienced defender. Joe Miller with a corner, it's a low one at the front post. No one there for United. Patterson hoists it back in, Dodds with a volley. Just over the top there. Billy Dodds, certainly a lively character about the penalty area. Knocked back in there. Dodds was first to react. He just couldn't keep it down though. Now Graham Love gets a break of the ball. Looking for Scott Miller. He's in behind the United defence, but missed his kick. He is complaining that, well, was his standing leg taken away from him there? Didn't look too much in it as that ball was played back in by Graham Love. Miller got in behind Neil Duffy. He tried to have a swipe at this. Or did he collide with Jim Patterson there? Was it accidental? Miller thought not. Olofsson wins it, but only for Davy Nichols. Nichols to McDonald. He stood up well. Got support arriving from Nichols. It broke to McDonald. And Graham Love arrived at the back post, but couldn't direct his header on target. Colin McDonald and Nichols combining with he had a little bit of fortune. And a good cross coming in from McDonald, but Love just couldn't direct it on target. Wishart's long clearance. Looking for Scott Miller. First 45 minutes have come and gone. We're now into stoppage time. Miller manages to get the cross in. It's away by Neil Duffy. And that's the end of the first 45 minutes with Dundee United 1-0 in front. Much thanks goes to Steve Dijkstra, who kept them in the game early on with two terrific saves, one in particular from Colin McDonald, and Neil Duffy was the man on the score sheet after 13 minutes with the diving header after Billy Dodds set him up with the header across the face of goal. At half-time here at Tannadice, it's Dundee United 1, Clydebank 0. Clydebank get the second half underway. And for the first time in this tie, they've got to come from behind. Trailing by that 1-0. Davy Nichols linking with Gardner and then Miller. Graham Love forced all the way back there by the harrowing of Dodds and Miller. Jason DeVos deciding to clear his line solidly, straight into the main stand. No doubt there were some strong words from Ian McCall at half-time, but he must be quite happy with the way his side are playing overall. Richie's long ball forward comes off the head of Darren Patterson. It looked as though he was hesitating there. Jason DeVos was in close attendance. Anthony with a corner. It's a deep one. Away by DeVos as far as Nichols. He can drive them in. Not far away from Davy Nichols. He scored a splendid goal in the first match to open the scoring with a left foot strike. That one was from slightly closer range. The header was away from DeVos. And there was Nichols, just over the top. Wide is Patterson. Decides to go round the outside of Taggart. Deep cross there, coming in late, Joe Miller! And wide of the target from Joe Miller. He really knows he should have done better. It was Jim Patterson who provided the cross from the left-hand side, and Miller in the volley, well, he hit it down into the ground, and that took it wide of the target. Well down, Patterson. Space created by Moles into the path of Matthew. Matthew one-to-one with the goalkeeper. It was a straightforward shot for Alex Matthew, and plenty of space there. Tony Moles found him, but he shot straight at the keeper. There was Moles with a through ball. Matthew couldn't believe the space he had, but he shot straight at Colin Scott. Olofsson in the chase with Wishart. Wishart making sure Olofsson didn't get round the outside of it, conceding the corner. Neil Duffy and DeVos coming into the area. Joe Miller with the cross again. Out comes Scott. Got a punch on it. Now Matthew. Gets away from one Bankies player, then away from Mark Anthony. And a good cross and a goal for Shell Olofsson. Alex Matthew with a cross, Shell Olofsson with a goal. 61 minutes played. And Shell Olofsson gets his 7th goal of the season. It was Colin Scott with a punch clearance. Matthew turned superbly away from Scott Miller, and then Mark Anthony sent in the low cross, and there was Olofsson with a fantastic finish at the near post. The Bankies just couldn't clear their lines, and Matthew got away from the defenders. And Shell Olofsson just peeled off his marker to slot that one away. There's Nichols. Took to the back, but too close to Sean Dykstra. Now Miller trying the counter-attack for United, working with Dodds. He sends in the cross, hesitation here. Kenny Brannigan's under pressure, and Shell Olofsson has the easiest of tasks to knock in his 2nd of the afternoon, and United's 3rd. A real mistake there in the heart of the Bankies defence by Kenny Brannigan as that ball was played forward. It was Billy Dodds in the midfield area, released Joe Miller, his first-time cross. It looked an easy cutout for Brannigan, but as Colin Scott advanced from his goal, a mix-up there, and Shell Olofsson said thank you very much. Brannigan took the touch away from his goalkeeper, and Olofsson, well, it's a tap-in. Patterson hoisted in again. Comes off the head of Ritchie. It's another throw to United as they look to press home superiority. McLaren to Dodds, linking with Matthew. Dodds continues to run. Chance for Billy Dodds. Good goalkeeping by Colin Scott. He came out and angled himself for the save. It was neat playing the edge of the area between Dodds and Alex Matthew with the return pass, but Colin Scott advanced very quickly from the edge of his area. Nichols trying to angle that ball towards Andy Brown, but Jason DeVos reading it well again. Now Sean Dykstra, what is he doing? He loses possession to Andy Brown, and well, he's done that many a time in the past. Steve Dijkstra tries to show the skills of an outfielder, but once again doesn't succeed. He can smile about it now, can Paul Sturrock, when he's sided well in front. But I'd hate to have thought of his reaction if it had been 0-0. Doherty, held off there by Malls. We're now into injury time. Bankies may try to get a consolation out of this set-piece situation. Out comes Dijkstra, he's all over the place this time, and then it's Ritchie! Off the line by Neil Duffy. United player down injured in the edge of the area. Dijkstra got a touch to it, but he collided with his own player, and that's a problem for Tony Malls, who's down injured, and away by Duffy. We've now played 2 minutes of stoppage time. Andy McCall. And that's the end of this tie as a contest. Dundee United through to the quarter-finals. Successful afternoon for manager Paul Sturrock. Neil Duffy was the man who opened the scoring after 13 minutes with a fine header after Billy Dodds had headed back across goal, a Joe Miller free kick. Duffy getting his first goal of the season for United. 2 goals from Shell Olafsson in the space of 5 minutes early in the second half, really rounded it up for United. The victory keeps up an impressive record for Dundee United. They've reached the quarter-finals of the Scottish Cup every season since winning it back in 1994. The final scoreline at Tannadice, Dundee United 3, Clydebank 0.